know what? I just said I wasn't going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Oh, my
Heart.
tits are sagging off my body. Look at them.
That's my biggest issue. Like, he's being disrespectful to the only people that are still sticking around. He lost 120,000 subs over the last 2 weeks, like right to their faces.
100,000
Pirate
subs in the
Software
last
lied,
week?
and then in the same clip,
They should all just come over here.
that he was.
You should probably just check the Steam update. Like, there's literally an update that goes out the first week of every month.
Is this his
You can
game?
just go down here and
It
see
is
the
his
announcements
game,
right
right?
here. You get it,
This part right here, right?
like, provably. So,
Provably. So remember what he said, right? He said that
Provably.
a monthly update comes out in the first part of
Sorry, I was
each
texting.
month. In the first week of each month, an update comes out.
you can just go down here and see the announcements right here. You can actually see all of the patch notes.
Interesting. Okay, so right here, April update moved. Moving this update to May 1st. New stuff coming this week. The next update should drop this week. That isn't true. They end up moving it to May 1st. In his own clip, he is showing that that is wrong.
I mean,
It's in
people
the-
just
I haven't
lie
seen
about
anybody
shit
on this Reddit
nowadays.
talking about it. People have
They
been
just
covering,
straight
and we're
up
going to go
lie.
over some of this. You know, while I was looking through this, he was saying he does that every month. Out of curiosity, oh, studio update, January 2025. There's a video. And the last time he updated since then, April 1st, 2024. Oh, wait, this patch is an April Fool's joke. In 2023, December of 2023, people were upset about how long it had taken for Heartbound to get updates. We're gonna be going into a little bit of depth about what updates are in that. And maybe, you know, maybe Pirate was saying every month since he got back in January. So let's take a look at what's in that video.
Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit
Yeah,
about
let's take a look.
Heartbound. We had an average of about 400 viewers. This is now between 15 and 20,000. In order to contain all of that and to do something with it that was actually, you know, beneficial to everyone involved, I had to do a lot of stuff. Moderators are actually on full time now. Every one of them is salaried in the United States, and they
Nice.
get vision, dental, medical.
Vision, dental, medical,
Damn.
insurance. Hell yeah, insurance for the mod team.
One of the things I'm trying to do going forward is get them on to a 401k plan. Yeah.
401k, pension, super useful. Thank
Yeah,
you. So
it's all
why
really good
haven't
things.
you made your game that you sold to people? Imagine being someone who had been waiting for this game and have been told that the expected release date from Thor's own words, we are hoping to fully finish and release the game by December of 2017. Recommend
I would
checking
like
out
to
Slop
see
News
this amount of
Network's
hate for
video
Ark
where he
Survival
goes in depth
Evolved,
about-
but you know
and
how
he
long
goes
Ark
into
was in
the
early
process of
access
Heartbound and
for?
how he completed like 6% of the game in a year,
Like 10
6%
years?
of a single
8
chapter of the
years?
game. Try to get into the
It was
shoes
like
of
an
somebody
early
who has
access
purchased this
game, and then
game,
it
who's been
finally got
supporting
launched
it.
as a full
Keep in
game, and it
mind,
was no
they had a
different than the early
Kickstarter.
access
The
game.
This is
It was
their
hot
update. The
garbo.
response is
I stopped working on games. I just didn't have time. I worked on Heartbound a little bit here and there, and there wasn't really any other time to do stuff.
if you look down below me here, I'll actually play
What?
it. Just
What
so
do
you
you
can
want me
see
to
that
do
bottom.
again?
You can 7.5 hours of
Oh,
Ashes
shit.
of Creation, 12
He
hours
lost
Path of Exile
3,900
2,
followers.
12 hours of Path of Exile just chatting. Oh my god, it's Ludwig. Let's just look at the comment
What?
section of this video
Why
and
did
see what
Ludwig-
actual
why did Ludwig
owners
pop
of the
up?
game.
Maybe he had burnout on developing Heartburn. I'm not defending Pirate Software, but let's play devil's advocate, right? Maybe he had burnout on developing that game and wanted to take a break. And now that he's streaming and playing World of Warcraft and AOC, maybe that's way more lucrative than developing Heartbound ever was. Now, that doesn't mean he should be lying about developing Heartbound, but I completely understand that his interests pivoted, and not only his interest, if he's making way more money off of streaming and playing World of Warcraft, playing a video game rather than actual work, developing a game is not easy. It's tough stuff. I can understand to a certain extent why he would do that.
Saying you don't have enough time while simultaneously streaming WoW and AOC 12 hours a day every day is ridiculous. You obviously have time, you're just choosing to devote it to your streams instead of the games you sold people. We got Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 before we got the first promised monthly update. Well,
What the fuck
let's
is
take a look at the
Deltarune?
reference. So for those who don't know, Steam implemented something back in February of this year. And what that did is it marked games that hadn't received an update on Steam in over a year as a game that's been abandoned. Kind of, to give a pep in the step to those
that's cool.
people that were, making shovelware games.
didn't know
where they're
Steam
just
did
putting
that.
stuff out. April Fools, not an actual update. This, by the way, February 1st, 2025,
What? April Fools, not an actual update. All right, so he's making updates to the game that are little to no contribution to the game in order for Steam to not think it's been abandoned, is what's going on here.
But if that's the case, he needs to state that openly and then refund the game.
Why does he got to refund the game? Wait, is the game not all the way out yet? Is that what he said? It's an early access? let's assume the game's in early access, right? I think he would have a legal obligation to release a full game unless he sold them like a preview of the game, kind of like Ark did. Like Ark sold a early access, and that's all it was. Just because you bought the early access, you still had to buy Ark when it came out. So if he plans on charging people for the full game when it comes out, then legally he could stop working on it and the game would stay as early access, like Kickstarter. You know how you can donate on Kickstarter, but it's not a guarantee you're going to get the product. I don't know enough about the subject. That's why I said I shouldn't even be watching this.